Hello, I'm Rich Dean with West Coast Collector Cars in Oregon, and today I've got a very cool 1957 Pontiac Star Chief to show you. Now, Star Chief was their top of the line model at this time, and very similar, you know, to the 57 Chevy or the Olds or the Buicks of the time, but very cool car, a lot to look at, a lot of eyeball. Not a perfect car, it needs a couple little things, and I'll tell you about that as we go along. But let's start by taking a look at the paint. Now, this is finished off in lime fire poly. Poly just means metallic, but it does have some depth to it. You might see it in the shade there. You know, you can see a little bit of metallic in the paint. All of the trim and bright work that belongs on the car is on the car. Got your big Star Chief call out there. The wheels and tires, now these are the original wheels, so you can see they're painted to match the car, and this full hubcap all have white wall radials all the way around. Car starts, runs, drives nice. It's nicely optioned. I'll tell you about that as well. Power steering, power brakes, power seat, power door locks. I mean, it's really loaded, you know, for a car of this vintage. Now the white top and the white in between is Kenya Ivory. So I guess that's an off-white. I think Chevy's called it India Ivory, but on the Pontiac it was Kenya Ivory. Take in the interior here. And this is a four-door sedan, so it's not a hard top. You've got this post here. All the windows work, the power windows. I'll just show you this real quick. You know, all go up and down nice and easy. Interior, it's had to have been, the interior, at least the seating has had to have been redone. It's just so nice, but I don't know, maybe it's original. But anyway, that is a speaker down there, and that does work. All the lights work in the car. All the interior lights, the exterior lights, and so forth. All work. The heater works, the wipers work. Now, there's a couple things, like I started to tell you, that it needs. The windshield, you can see a crack there. So the windshield is cracked, and that rear window back there is cracked. I can show you that, and I'll explain about that, at least what I think. I should tell you that is an updated stereo with a Wonder bar, so it's new, but it works. You push that top bar there, and the radio will seek, just like the original. I guess it would have had an original Wonder bar in it. Seat belts on all four corners. Headliner's nice. Package tray nice. Carpeting, it's great. Floor mats, all of it looks nice. Now the weather stripping is getting old, and I do have all new weather stripping for the doors and the trunk and whatnot, but that really should be replaced. It's kind of getting old, so that's one of the things. Other thing is some of the windlace, you know, is starting to look a little tattered and whatnot, so that could be replaced as well. But you know, it's not really what I would call a project, because it needs nothing mechanically and nothing electrically, just a few little cosmetic things like that. And someone could have fun with it, you know, just enjoy it while you're driving it. Doors close nice, as it should, with a sedan. Nice shut lines. Got your 4 stars here. That can be related, I guess, to the Star Chief. But all this bright work, geez, it's probably got 600 pounds of chrome and bright work on it. I talked about the paint in the text ad. Now, some of the paint, as you can see, is kind of getting old and whatnot. I mean, it's got a good look to it, kind of that patina, if you like that. And if it was me, I wouldn't do anything. I'd just drive the car. But your shut lines look great. Let me grab a key here. So I want to show you in the trunk. But all your Pontiac here and all your bullets and so forth, tail lights look good. Big chrome bumper, very nice. Nice trunk. It's nice up in here. Little, look at this, even the little trunk light works. Got a nice matching radial spare jack and assembly and whatnot's all there. Floor mat. I would pull this up for you, but they got it kind of glued down. But it's nice under there. There's no rust in the car. The undercarriage is nice. It's clean. It's just it's old, you know. It hasn't been detailed, but the rockers, the frame, all that suspension, nice condition. This has been I suspect this car has probably lived in the garage when it wasn't being used. But let me take a minute to tell you a little bit about the website, westcoastcollectorcars.com. Trunk closes nice and easy, as you can see. Again, talked about the undercarriage, and I've got still photos of the Pontiac. You'll be able to see some of those items I've mentioned up close and whatnot. So you want to take a look at that if you're interested in the car. This was your fuel door back here. Door panels, I think the door panels are original, but they're very nice. Let me show you that window that we talked about. See where it was broken here? And there's what I think. When I got the car, this back door, you couldn't open it, and I worked on it and got it fixed so it works great, but I suspect at some point somebody was pushing on the window trying to get the door to open, and they probably cracked it. I mean, it's intact. Look, I can run I can't even feel it, but, you know, it probably should be replaced if you want it perfect. Yeah, windows open and close. Oh yeah, like that. Power windows for all four are here. They all work. I think I showed you that one. We showed you that one. I guess that far one over there. Just wanted to let you know that they all work. All the original gauges work. All the lights work. Again, the heater works, the wipers and so forth. I think I mentioned that before. The little light works if you put the emergency brake on. See the little courtesy lights there. This one does also have a power seat. It works as well. Let's see if I can push the button there. Does all kinds of things. I think it's a 6-way power seat. That was an option. Nice and easy doors. Again, other than those two things about the glass that I mentioned, the glass is very nice as well. This is a spotlight and acts as a rear view mirror as well. Point that out to you. You have 3 bullets or 3 rockets on the front of the car, you can see here, plus your nice Pontiac call out in the front. And the bumper, should you ever have to or want to take it off, you're going to need about 4 or 5 guys because that's a big, heavy bumper. But let me show you the engine. This is the original to the car. It's a 347 V8. They were about 250 horse with a 4-barrel. Now this has an updated 4-barrel with an electric choke, which is nice. Power steering. The power brake system is underneath, and this is a canister for that to assist with that. Your windshield washer fluid. Everything is intact and everything works. Horn works. Headlight buckets and chrome is excellent. It's a big car. You're probably gonna need a big garage to park it in. It's pretty long, but man, what a great classic. You can cruise your whole family, friends, take everybody with you. But what I'd like to do now is I'll hop in the Pontiac, start it. You'll hear it run. Dual exhaust, should point that out. And I'll just drive it around the parking lot a little bit so you can kind of get a sense of what it looks like moving under its own power. Very fun to drive, very easy to drive. You know, power steering with that big steering wheel makes it nice and easy and fun to drive. Brakes, you know, nice and true down the road. Yeah, it's really an excellent car to, you know, if you want something that you can actually drive any time of year, anywhere you want. But let's do that, we'll come back. Man, nice arm out the window cruiser. Oh, one thing I should point out as well, this is kind of cool. It's got an electric fuel pump. So, and it's a switch, a toggle switch here. So if you haven't driven the car for a while, you just push this forward and the electric fuel pump will come on and pump fuel up into the carburetor. So you don't have to sit there and pump and pump and pump. You know, anybody that's owned one of these cars from the 50s, you know, the Chevys and all of them, with power steering, they'll just tell you how cool they are to drive. They're just easy to drive. They steer nice. They just feel comfortable. You've got all kinds of room in here. Love these things. This is such a nice car. And with all the amenities, with your power windows, power steering, brakes, everything. Got a nice stereo in here. The only thing that does not function is the clock, which you probably pull that out of there and oil it, and it'd probably take off. But at any rate, yeah, this is a great car. But if I can answer any further questions for you about this 1957 Pontiac Star Chief, don't hesitate to give me a call. Again, my name is Rich Dean, and this is West Coast Collector Cars. My number is 503-851-6763, and thank you for watching today.